I just want to be sure that I'm audible. Okay, fantastic. I am. So let's get straight right to it. So please, others, I'm waiting for your assignment. Send it to my email info@eminenceaugusta.com or post it on the Telegram group. For those of us that will be watching this as a replay, as a course, do well to send your assignments to my email or join the Telegram group using the link description down below, or you can copy the link and paste on your browser and join, then submit your assignments in the group. All right. So today, we last week I started with the marketing system pillar. I told us that there are about 4 marketing system pillar, and the first, we discussed the first last week, and the first was on lists, importance of lists. So today we're going to be talking about hook. The second marketing system pillar is what I call hook. H-O-O-K. H-O-O-K. That's hook. All right. So what's a hook, you may ask? So a hook is that thing. A hook is that thing that grabs the attention of your customer within the first 5 to 10 seconds. When you are marketing, you should have a hook on your video. It could be your headline. It could be a pattern disrupt. It could be something that can captivate. Once people are, because people are always in a scrolling mode online. So once they scroll, your own content should captivate their attention. We call it attention grabbing. Okay, so your within the first 5 to 10 seconds, your content, a video content or whatever you put out there, should be able to captivate people's attention. All right, and that's what a hook is. Some of you have seen my video. On my video, before you play the video, you see a statement, and that statement is mostly curiosity driven, or it's more like a news discovery. Now that's a hook. So we have different types of hook. Your hook could be a discovery, a news, in more especially bad news. Bad news tend to captivate. You see these journalists, they use bad news to captivate people's attention. And that's what we call, it's part of what we call copywriting. It could be a pattern disrupt. It could be controversy. These are different types of hook. Your aim is just to get them while they are scrolling. They should stop on your content. You grab their attention, all right? So that's what hook is. And this should be done within the first 10 seconds, all right? So make sure your hook or your headline captivates and grab their attention, okay? So hook is that thing that you will show people or do in terms of pattern disrupt, or say or display, that can make people or make your ideal customer to stop for a moment to listen to you. For example, if you go to market back in the day when I was that was my adolescent age, was you know when I was still a child, like less than 12 years old. So there's this market in my area, they call the market Katako Market, so in Jos Plateau State. So that market, one day I was going to the market with my nanny, and a man was like, he came out with hippopotamus. Okay, no, no, I didn't go to market. It was in our street. He came out with hippopotamus and be shouting, "If you know you have a child that is urinating, bring them out." I don't know. He was just doing something, and the hippopotamus was already an attention grabber, because you don't see hippopotamus on a normal day. So that's a pattern disrupt. So he was able to grab people's attention with the hippopotamus, and people gathered around, and he was like, "You have a child that is urinating on the bed, get them here." And what they did was they brought their kids, very funny. They brought their kids, and their kids sat on the hippopotamus, and he commanded the hippopotamus to bring out his tongue, and he took the saliva of the hippopotamus and pasted it on their head, and that was it. It was one Hausa culture, something like that. So that was it. So he was able to grab people's attention because a whole lot of people had to gather around to see what was happening. So a hook is that thing that you will show or do or say or display that can make your ideal customer to stop for a moment and listen to you. And that's why you must know and understand your customers. You must know and understand your customers. Your customers can be in different categories of individuals. It could be It could be people within their 25 to 35 years old. It could be age range. Um, it could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be couples, different categories of individual. Okay, so you can use different hooks strategically to grab the attention, to grab specific segment or a specific audience of your market attention. Don't expect your hook to captivate everybody's attention. When you're creating a hook, it should be targeted at a specific people. And that's why when you're in our marketing strategy, you tend to have different hooks for different target audience, different segments of your customers. Okay, very, very important. So I can remember when I started the online business at my early stage. I was doing mostly, I was implementing everything I was learning. I wasn't the type that say, I want to focus on organic or I want to focus on inorganic. I was implementing everything I was doing. So I created a script that I wanted to use inorganic because on my WhatsApp, I discovered that I had over 10,000 contacts on my WhatsApp. And some of these people I've lost contact with them. And I had broadcasts with them. And I know that broadcasts don't deliver to everybody. So what I did was to create a script. I can't really remember exactly what that script was saying, but my attention, my hook was, what was the hook again? My hook was, can I ask you a question? That was curiosity driven. Okay, so when they see, can I ask you a question with a red pin, they're like, what's this person trying to say? Then that will make them to open my WhatsApp, my message, and read through. So that was a hook. That was what I used organic. In fact, right now, I've been alternating different scripts based on different people. Right now, I'm using my the 6 scripts I created. And guess what? The way online marketing, sorry, the way paid adverts does retargeting, I also use these scripts to retarget my audience. So it's all about, yeah, the work is there. So what I do, I have some specific days of the week where I dedicate 1 or 2 hours sending messages one by one alphabetically. Some people may call it spamming, but me, I don't see it as spamming. Me, I see it as I have 10,000 contacts. I need to re-establish communication and find out of these 10,000, how many are my active contacts. So this is what I was trying to do. All right. So it takes a lot of commitment and grit to be sitting down and be sending message, but trust me, it's worth it because I knew what I wanted and I go after what once I set my heart to something, I get it done. I go after it and I make sure I get it. All right. So that is it. So another question you ask is, how do you build a list? All right. How do you build a list? Someone asked that question in the chat. How do you build a list? Okay, so I'm going to quickly answer that. Then we'll continue with the second marketing system, the marketing system pillar of hook. So building a list, you can create a lead magnet. I mentioned that last week. For people that have the ability to buy your products, lead magnet is like a gift. A gift you give to your ideal client. Okay, you give them a gift because they want it, and not just because they want it, you know that that gift will be very relevant for them. Let me give you guys an instance. Today I went into the field because I told myself this year I'll dedicate a particular day of the week when I go into the field to practicalize some stuff and seek out for find out businesses I can help. So today I met about 4 different businesses. Then one of them, I was able to talk to them, help them identify their pain points, and I was able to offer 2 of these businesses a free online. It was actually a website business gig. So I told them, let me help you create an e-commerce store for your business that can help you grow and increase your sales and revenue. And in return, aside from my services, I'm going to give you a 4 months free website maintenance service. I'm going to give you 30 days marketing, free content marketing tools. I'm going to ensure that your social media page is optimized. Now, these are the free gifts I'm giving them. And guess what? One common thing about human beings is like every human being, both the rich and the poor, we all love what? Gifts. We all love gifts, so it's very important. Make sure that the gift you're giving is relevant to them. All right. So a lead magnet is a free gift you give to magnet people's attention. Just like the name says, lead magnet is a free gift you give to people, to your customers, to magnet their attention in order for you to get something from them, either their WhatsApp number or their email address, or for the exchange of the gift you promised to give them. Okay. So for example, if you're selling an online product, you can decide to give them free ebook on how to decorate a home. If you are into, if you are into, what do they call those people that decorate home? What do they call them? Designer, interior designers. All right. You can decide to give a free consultation on a home design setting, stuff like that. Either you give a free ebook, free consultation, or a free video presentation. Just look for something you can give people for free. And even if you don't have a book, today with ChatGPT, you can create an ebook. Just write, go on ChatGPT and create an ebook. Then use the Canva Pro to customize a cover, and voila, your book is ready. Okay, so with this, you can fill up your contact list. Remember, we are talking about building a list. You can fill up your contact list and your email list by using a detailed targeting analysis of reasonable people. All right, that's what your advert is all about. Okay, so I hope I've been able to answer your question. Um, Chinonso, Abi, is it Chinonso that asked? I hope I've been able to answer your question. All right. So when we talk about magic number, you need your magic number. You need to have your magic number, for example, in your email list and your WhatsApp list for you to make a sale per month. All right. So you ask yourself, through your magic number, using your email list and your WhatsApp list, how can you make a sale per month? How much is your email list giving you per month? Last year, I was able to practice my organic marketing to 6,000 WhatsApp contacts that I had. And I'll be sincere with you, if I really produce result, like my sales last year came from 60% of that. All right, so it's very, very important. So last year, my goal, because I can be crazy, when I set a goal, I'm someone that I'm a 10xer. When I set a goal, last year, my goal was 10 million. Whenever I set a goal, I 10x it. I do it times 10. And that made me finalize my goal on 100 million. And guess what? I stretched myself, I pushed myself to make 100 million. Despite I know I started a new business, and being the first year in a business, I know a lot of things, learning, implementing, stuff like that, but I never cared because I'm a 10xer. So I stretched myself to reach out to 100 million. Remember, I taught us, when you set a goal, do not focus on your goal. Go and focus on your daily activity and the processes that will get you to achieving your goal. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 2022, guess what? I did my I did my calculation and everything, worked on my account, and I was able to gross 9 million naira. So guess what? Did I achieve my 10 million? 100% yes, because I set a goal, I 10x it, and I stretched. All right. I remember when I did this 2019. My goal was 9 million or thereabouts. So I stretched myself and I told myself 2019 my goal is 20 million. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I stretched and I was able to hit my stretch and I made 19 million. Okay, no, 18 million that year in sales. That year in sales. And 2022, I repeated, okay, sorry, 2019, my gross in sale for 1 year was 9 million. And 2022, I decided to double it. Though I 19 million, I achieved that. All right. So that's the importance of magic number. Always have your magic number handy. Your magic number is from your financial goal broken down into monthly, weekly, and daily goal. Then using the magic number calculation, you multiply what and what do you need to do, how many products do you need to sell, at what price, to what number of people for you to achieve XYZ. All right, that's what your magic number is. And one beautiful thing about online business is, because then I was doing a lot of offline business, so most of my earnings was going back into the business, whereby I pay for rent, then we do adverts, we go on radio to speak. That was most of what we do, and we create a lot of material and do offline campaign. But thank God with the online business, because with the online space, you are able to learn how to do Facebook marketing, you are able to learn how to do Instagram marketing, both organic and paid, even YouTube, Google adverts. All right. So um you can choose to spend minimum based on whatever it is that your financial goal is. You can choose to spend at least 60 to 70% on adverts, but it's not like you'll be running adverts every day. And that's where organic advertising come into play, because one of my mentor I love so much, Grant Cardone, he made a statement. He said for 4 years he focused on creating content marketing. He's a billionaire. For 4 years, he focused on creating content marketing organically, and he was able to build and grow his list. After 4 years, he decided to run adverts, and he was running adverts crazily. That should tell you the importance of marketing. Whether you like it or not, you must market your business. You must be so loud and aggressive. Remember, people will not follow you if they don't know you. People will not flow to you. Money will not flow to you if they don't know you. All right. So note that building a list is the first most important thing you need to do through adverts, either paid adverts or organic adverts, and that is what we call content marketing. And today, in today's business, content marketing is king. Very important. So you need to run paid ads at some point, because you need to invest in your business. My uncle G will say, feed the beast, and that beast is your business. 60 to 70% of your earnings should go back into your business. Very, very important. There's this book I'm reading. What's the name again? I've forgotten the name of the book, but there was a principle I learned there, and that was when my mindset to paid adverts opened up. Now, a lot of people keep looking for investment. Now, at this stage and at this point, all of you already know that the best investment you can make is in yourself. The second investment you can make is in your business. The return on investment through paid advertising in your business gives you one of the highest ROI. Let me take that again. The investments, the capital investments you make into your business, sorry about that. The capital investments you make into your business gives you the highest ROI, return on investment. For example, you decide to invest into your paid adverts. Let's call it $1,000, or let's say you spent 100,000. Okay, let's talk naira. You spent $200. That's 100,000 into paid adverts. That's marketing for your business. And trust me, that marketing, let's say it was able to generate a number of traffic that have been added to your list. Let's say maybe 10, 50, 20, 300, and so on and so forth. Now, that 100,000 you invested in content marketing, in advertising, paid adverts for your business can yield for you 100%, 200%, 300%, up to 1,000%, sometimes 1,001% of your capital. I don't know if you guys get this. Why am I saying this? I don't want you to be scared of marketing. I don't want you to be scared of marketing, because marketing is the bloodline of your business. I'll say that again. Marketing is the bloodline, is the lifeblood of your business. So don't see you investing into your business through marketing, paid adverts. It could be radio, billboard, but today online is better because online give you a higher rate of return on investment. So don't be scared of paying running a paid advert for your business, because trust me, the return on investment is going to be very high. It's going to be very, very high. Very, very high. Trust me on that. It's going to be very, very high. All right. So I believe I've expand on that. And please note that in building a list is the first thing that you need to do through adverts, paid adverts, organic and inorganic. Organic without paying, paid adverts. So please focus on using the two. Don't just say I want to focus on organic. Focus on using the organic. Take a lot of work, and I will advise you to do it consistently daily. But at the same time, plan budgets for paid adverts. Okay, you need to run paid adverts. So you may want to ask, how do you keep your list fresh? How do you, because most of the times when you're building or generating lists online, some people may end up not responding to you. So how do you keep your list fresh? There are different ways of keeping your list fresh. In fact, there's something that happened to me recently. I was like, this is a good way of keeping my list fresh. My three WhatsApp, I was using normal WhatsApp, WhatsApp Plus and GB WhatsApp. So my GB WhatsApp and WhatsApp Plus started having issues. They had bugs, so I had to uninstall them. Then thank God I had this marketing software called Wamation that helped me with my broadcast. It serves as a broadcast to where I send messages. So on the Wamation, all my contacts were already saved. So what I did was to send out a message informing them of what happened and telling them I want to now communicate more with you on my private line. So people responded. Now the people that responded are my fresh list. Those that didn't respond, they are more like sleeping or dead or something. Okay. So how do you keep your list fresh? You keep your list fresh by giving consistent value through content marketing. All right. Consistent value, because you don't expect a customer to come into your DM online and you are not doing anything and expect them to be active. No, you must give them consistent value through WhatsApp status, broadcast list, your Instagram, Facebook, or your social media page. You must keep giving value. Okay, so never you build a list with the sole aim of selling. Because they will stop opening your email. People can be crazy. If your aim of building a list is always to sell, people will stop opening your email. People will stop reading your WhatsApp message because they know that you will always want to sell them something. And guess what? People hate it when you sell to them. We human beings, naturally, we are naturally addicted to buying, but we hate it when people sell to us. So what do you do as a professional salesperson? What we do is we give value. At the end of the value giving, we can now upsell. I don't know if you get me. Some of you, I don't know if you've seen my follow up. We give value. I give value crazily, immensely, but at the end of my value, I upsell. Okay, I don't just go straight and say, oh, yeah, buy this. I make sure I give. If it's Gary Vee, he said, jab, 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 hook. Meaning give, 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 then take. All right. So learn how to give, because he who gives more receives the most. All right. So learn how to give value. Very important. Then post informative content. Your content should be informative, it should be educative, it should be entertaining. So learn how to post informative content, learn how to educate your audience through educative content. That's where the content marketing comes into play. And I've taught us how to use ChatGPT to help us generate module on or create a table of contents based on a topic we want to discuss about or whatever it is that we are doing. Then learn how to give people things. Do give away for people or free training. Learn how to give people things for free. All right. And also learn how to entertain them. If you're able to learn how to post informative content, if you're able to learn how to give value without selling, or give value then sell later. If you're able to learn how to educate, entertain, give free gifts, it could be recharge card, it could be money giveaway, it could be something valuable, free, then entertain them. Trust me, you'll be able to With this, you'll be able to keep your customers, your list, your ideal customers, your audience, you'll be able to keep them fresh. They'll always be looking forward to reading your message, seeing your status, looking out for your posts. Like on TikTok right now, I have a lot of people that always look out for my posts. Once I post, they'll be the very first person to like it. All right. Why? Because I'm giving value. Things I'm giving is valuable to them. All right. So another thing you can do to keep your list fresh, your audience fresh online, is master the art of storytelling. This is the secret that many people, this is the secret that will make many people to open your message. This storytelling, I know about storytelling, but when it comes to online, it's like it's the same thing, but that transition from offline to online really affected me because I wanted to understand there was this system behind storytelling. I think I did a video about storytelling. So for those of us here, if you've not seen that video I did about storytelling, you can make a request about the video on the Telegram so that I can send it to you, or go to my channel and search for my storytelling video. All right. So when it comes to storytelling, I when I started the online business, I struggled a bit because I needed to understand the concept of storytelling when it comes to online. It's not like you just gonna open up and tell your whole story, but there's a concept of telling your story segment by segment based on different events that happened in your life. Okay, so you need to master the art of storytelling because stories sell, facts tell. All of us went to school, most of us went to school. If you remember, the teacher you love so much in school is that teacher that tells you story very well. Those teachers that will just come and do straight to the point and start teaching, they're always boring, right? So this is the secret that makes people open your message. There was a message, a follow-up message I sent to a group of people yesterday. I said my hook was she cheated on me. So everybody will be curious, what did she do? Who cheated on you? You see that? It was a storytelling. Okay, so start from your headline. From your headline, your hook, to the opening of your message or your content. Everything you're doing should pique curiosity as you tell a story. Remember, people will want to read your message when you tell a story. So storytelling is very, very important, and it must be curiosity driven because people love it when you are curious. When they see a video or a content online and it makes them curious. All right. So Habibat, I'm in a meeting. You're supposed to be in this meeting and you're calling me. So so that is it. Sorry for that interruption. Okay, so make sure that when you're telling story, it's curiosity driven. Then another thing you need to pay attention to is your content should be relevant. Follow the trend. There was a post I made last week, and I added the trend of APC PDAPC because I knew it was a trend in Nigeria of election. All right. So always make sure that your contents are relevant and they flow with the trend of what's happening. Okay. So let your email and your WhatsApp broadcast speak about relevant things that are happening, or speak about things that are in trend. Very, very important. And always remember that email marketing is about communication. You must learn how to communicate, and communication will be our topic next month. Communication, sales, how to sell, and scaling. Communication, sales, scaling, and closing will be our last topic for next month. Then the next month should be the end of the 30 days challenge. Then I'll tell us how we can proceed and grow on our journey. All right, so it's very important. So the last thing you can do is migrate your active contacts. You That's for those of us doing email marketing. You can decide to migrate your active contact, just like what I did with my 6,000 contact last year. I sent them message like 3 times in a year. I did the first message, sending it out to the 6,000, created a second message, sent out to the 6,000, created a third message. These are at different interval. I was doing it posting one by one. So what did I do? I had to migrate my active contacts from the entire 6,000 to 10,000 contacts that I have. So learn how to migrate your active contacts to a fresh list if it's possible for you, every 30 days. If it's not possible for you, at least within 30 to 90 days, okay? Learn how to send them email if you are into email marketing, because some people do email marketing, some do WhatsApp marketing, while some people do both. Okay, so the way you migrate them is by offering something new to them and dropping a link for them to join. So people that click on that link and me and in order to take whatever free offer you gave to them are now your active list. All right. Hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Hope nobody's lost. I hope nobody's lost. Madam Joanne, hope you're understanding what I'm saying. All right, beautiful. Those of us on YouTube, hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Mr. Daniel, hope you're understanding what I'm saying. All right, so it's very important. So before I proceed, I want us to remember that um, it's always for you to always own your list. Why? Remember, I spoke about this last week. While you run your social media adverts, organic or paid adverts, in WhatsApp, in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, LinkedIn, whatever you're doing there, know that your followers, you are not the one that own your followers. So the only way you can own them is when you transport them from those social media to your WhatsApp list or to your email list or to your Telegram community. All right. So you can't have a repeated transaction on sales over a long period of time without you building your list and transporting them to your WhatsApp, your email, and Telegram community. So in essence, always build your list using WhatsApp, using email, using Telegram as you drive traffic from every other social media. Okay, so the reason a lot of business and entrepreneurs struggle, a lot of businesses and entrepreneurs struggle is because they don't have the quality contacts from their list. And that's why setting yourself as an authority online is very important. That was why I asked all of us to go and optimize our social media pages. Go get a professional studio picture and change all your social media handles. Optimize your social media page. If you don't know what it means to optimize your social media page, it means optimize your profile. Go and see what I did on my Telegram at Eminent Augusta. Go and see what I did on my TikTok. Go and see what I did on Facebook. Though on Facebook is I have Eminent Augusta on Facebook. I also have Augusta Ihezu on Facebook. Go and see what I did on my LinkedIn, on my profile. That's what it means to optimize your social media handles. And always your posts should also reflect your business and also reflect your lifestyle. All right, because it's very good to be authentic with yourself. People love authenticity. People don't love fake lives. Yeah, there is a lot of fake lives online, but trust me, you gain people's trust when you are authentic. Be yourself, just be yourself online. All right, so it's very important. So I think I've explained a lot about lists. I've explained a lot about lists. So when you are able to build your authority online, it doesn't matter how big your list is. With a small quality list, you can make so much money. There are people that sell a product. All they need is to sell one or two or three of that product in a year and they're settled. Why? Because it's a high paying ticket, it's a high ticket offer or a high ticket product. All right. So make sure that the list you're driving, you do as much as you can to make sure that they are quality. And that's why for some of you that don't know how to run Facebook ads, you can reach out to me. I can send you, just remind me in the WhatsApp group, I can send you a free video where I taught people how to run Instagram ads, how to run Facebook ads. There are free videos for you so that you can go through it and learn how to start running paid ads for yourself. And also you can remind me to give you a video on how to run organic adverts without paying on Facebook, Instagram, content marketing. Just ask me for the video, content marketing, and the rest of them, and also how to market on WhatsApp. Just send me a reminder. I'll send those videos to us on the Telegram group. All right. So having said that, let's move over to the third marketing system pillar. Your question, and what's your name again? Your question, Peter, has really pushed me away from today's topic. So let's talk about the third marketing system pillar. Remember, marketing system pillar, the first one is building a list. The second one is having your hook. The third one is storytelling. All right, storytelling. So you need to learn how to nurture your list by telling them story. Remember, I told us that story sell. People believe story. You can transform their mind because when you're telling a story, you are helping them to paint a picture of what you do, a picture of from heaven to heaven. Sorry, from hell to heaven. They are, when you tell a story, they are seeing what you are saying in their mind, and that can make them trust and believe you and buy from you immediately than when you are busy selling facts. All right. So nurture your list by telling them stories. This will help you to build relationship. It will also help you to build connection with them to increase the perceived value of their desire to buy from you. It's going to increase their perceived value and it's going to boost their desire for them to buy from you or whatever it is that you're selling. For instance, there's a message I sent out as a follow-up on automation. I have this automation, Wamation, where it's I set a lot of messages on automation and it flows at the time I set it. So today, three people sent me a message appreciating me for my message and telling me that I shouldn't worry that they are going to key in or buy a particular product very, very soon. Why did that happen? Because the message I sent was telling a story to them. And when you tell a story that communicates your value, your business, and the solution you are solving, it helps increase people's perceived value of you and it increases their desire wanting to buy from you. And that's where you start seeing them. The only thing that they won't buy from you immediately is money. And that's where they'll tell you, okay, please, I'm very interested in this. Can I buy so time? Can I do installments? Like you see their willingness. All right, you see their willingness. For example, all of you, you came into this coaching program because you watched my presentation video where I talked about my story, how I lost my dad, I lost my business, I lost myself, I was broke and broken. You bought into this program because of my story. You were so convinced, my story related to you, and you were like, if it's possible for Ednet Augusta, it's possible for me. So I want to connect to this mentorship so that she can help me. Now, why I'm doing this training for us is so that we can understand some basic fact of things, because there are kinds of income generating activities I'll be giving us from today moving forward that with the understanding of what I've taught you, it will no longer be a challenge for you. Okay, so let's talk about how can you move from storytelling to story selling, because you don't just tell a story out of points to entertain people, but as a professional you tell a story and move from storytelling to story selling. So your story shouldn't just to entertain, it should also sell. And when you sell without selling. Like when you're selling, they won't feel like you're selling to them because people hate it when you sell to them. So I want to teach us how to move from storytelling to story selling, where you can sell without selling, without people. You sell to people using story selling without people knowing that you are selling to them. All right. So do you know that you can? Do you know that all of you listening to me right now? Do you know that you can sell anything without? Okay, let me put it this way. You can sell anything with the power of storytelling. And you cannot sell anything without the power of storytelling. I hope you understand that. Okay, so what's storytelling? Storytelling is reimagination of reality. You tell a story, people reimagine the reality of what you've told in their mind. It can serve as an introduction into what you are doing when you are having a sales conversation, or it can be all about the strategy. So always learn to tell a story that communicates your value. And in the story, you talk about your business. In the story, you talk about the solution you are offering. In the story, you talk about their pain points. In the story, you sell, make offer, and guess what? You've closed the deal. Everything happens in what? Storytelling. The best salespeople in this world are people that can tell a story. Trust me on that. Okay, so a story in some context is a series of events or behavior of an expression of what has happened in the past. Or it could be a fiction, a story that never existed. Or it could be a story of something that have happened in the past. So now, your ability to pass a message using the characters, using storytelling is the key. All right. So your ability to pass a message using character, storytelling is like an experience of sharing experiences through messages or video or through one-on-one communication. So you could see it as a narration of events. You are trying to narrate an event or you are trying to narrate an experience with the aim of passing across a message. I think that's the simplest way I can break what storytelling is. So we all learn better. Someone like me, I learn better through storytelling. There are some training that I will be going through. It's all about facts, facts, facts. It can be boring, but I just have to discipline myself to finish the training. But those training about storytelling, you see, even if time is going, you will not feel so much. You'll just be enjoying everything without knowing that time is going. Someone like me, some of you have experienced my offline presentation. I can make people sit down in a spot for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours without standing up or picking their phone. Whenever their phone rings, they become angry and switch it off just by engaging them one-on-one physically. It's something I learned, it's a skill I learned, and I know I'm good at it. Okay, so we all learn better and faster through stories. Just like the saying goes, fact tells, story sells. So for you to remember something in your memory back then in school, you would rather prefer teachers that teach you a particular subject using storytelling. You tend to understand them better and you grow a natural liking. Naturally, you're going to like them. Like in my secondary school, I hated our English teacher. I hated our Igbo teacher because they were forcing us to learn language. And these two teachers always flog us on the butts when they ask us questions. But one of the teachers I loved the best was our geography teacher. The man, once he come, well, I'm so excited. He tells story, and when he's teaching, I enjoy his teaching. All right, including our physics teacher and chemistry teacher. Okay. So why is it that people understand better through storytelling? Because we human beings think with images and learn through story. Human beings think with images. When you are thinking, you are creating a mental picture and you learn through story. So that story will stick very well. Okay, so let's get back to how you can apply storytelling to story selling. Now, before we talk about how to move from storytelling to story selling, let's talk about the word selling. Because your ability to understand, I've been able to do justice to explaining what a story is, what storytelling is. So now let's move from storytelling to story selling. So what is selling? Selling is educating or persuading someone to invest with you for a better future. I would prefer the word educating, right? But in some contents, it's more like persuading, but not in a negative sense. So selling is your ability to educate or persuade someone to invest in you for a better future, to buy from you for a better life experience. So why do people buy? We all buy things so that we can experience a better life, a better future, a better experience. So we make a decision to buy something based on emotion. Generally, we all buy things based on emotion, but we tend to justify it with logic or with reason. Okay, so having known this, then it's important for you to note that there are two types of emotion. You can have the emotion of pain and you can have the emotion of happiness. So if we human beings make decision based on emotion, then you should ask yourself, what emotion can I trigger in the body or in the mind of my ideal customer to push them to activate that button that will make them to buy something. So we have emotional pain. Sorry, we have pain. We have emotion of pain, and we have emotion of happiness. So people naturally want to move from pain towards happiness. People naturally want to move from pain towards pleasure. So if people learn through stories, then you can use story to educate people about your products and services. You can use story to persuade people. You can use story to help someone into making a decision. You can persuade people into easy decision making. So remember, people buy because of emotion, but they justify whatever they are buying with logic because it makes them feel good. Okay, so remember, decision making is first emotional. Before someone makes a decision, it's an emotional thing. It comes from emotion. Then they justify with logic. So when a story is emotional, decision making comes faster. So when you are doing your storytelling, for you to move into story selling, your story should be an emotional driven story, because emotional driven story makes people make decision faster, and that way you can sell faster. If your storytelling is not emotional driven, until your storytelling turn to, until your storytelling is able to identify with the emotion of pain and emotion of happiness, and you are able to get your customers feel that emotion, and your story was emotional driven for them, trust me, making decision to buy from you will be very, very fast. You can sell anything. Okay, so you need to tell a story on how you came from your pain, because everybody always love that story, how you came from your pain, or tell a story of a case study of someone that came from pain to how the product or the service you have or you are about to recommend to them has changed your life or that person's life. I don't know if we are getting it. For example, my presentation that all of you watched before you connected to this 90 days challenge, I told my story of how I moved from pain, losing my father, losing myself, losing the essence of life, losing my business, lost friend, and went back to ground zero. And I shared with you how I moved from pain using the secrets I know to what? Changing my life and to where I am today. Back to being financially confident, from being a broke and a broken lady to financial confidence. All right. So have you noticed that people learn from other people's story in order for them to live a better life and make better decisions? So when you are selling, always do what? Don't just tell story, but you do what? Story selling. And story selling is done through the story you are telling that is emotional driven, that picks people's emotion, pain emotion, and also the emotion of what? The emotion of happiness. All right. So we all are programmed naturally, unconsciously, by the things we see and the things we hear. We are programmed. And that's why growing up, I don't know, there was this book I read, but it's true. My granddad would always say, the death of men starts with their eye, and the death of women starts with their ear. So we human beings, we are programmed naturally, unconsciously, by the things we see and the things we hear. And that's why even in the Bible, God said it, guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. Now, how can you guard your heart? What are you protecting your heart from? You're protecting your heart from things you see, things you hear, because these are the two doorways to your soul. All right. All right. So that's why I think that's why it's said to guard the gateway to your soul, which is through your eye and through your ear. That's the way things get into your soul. Okay. So, and that is a I think I explained more of this on a different topic on don't worry, I'll explain what I just said about guarding the heart, but I think I've done that on our previous topic we discussed previously or something. But I hope I'm making sense. Hope you guys are getting, hope you're getting the gist. Hope you're getting the memo. Are you understanding what I'm saying, Madam Joanne? Hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Those of us on YouTube, hope you're understanding what I'm saying. All right. Okay, beautiful, fantastic. So back to decision making. If you want your customers to make a decision in your favor, tell them stories. If you want your customers to make a decision in your favor, learn how to tell them story. Because with storytelling, decision making process become easier and faster. For example, um, the high advanced level of Yahoo boys scamming people online, especially vulnerable ladies. Ladies are vulnerable, like single ladies or married ladies, or ladies in general between the age of 30 and above that are vulnerable. They tend to tell them, paint a picture of this is who I am, all these online dating sites. This is who I am, this is what I'm doing. They just tell a story. And when you fall for that story, you will easily give them money without thinking twice, as if there was a jazz or there's no jazz. They are practically using the principle of storytelling, story selling, and immediately you are releasing money to them before you even know what's happening. They've already scammed you and they've gone. Okay, but that's on the negative side. I just want to portray the point of storytelling. Storytelling, if you're able to use storytelling, captivate the emotion, they drive your story in an emotional driven way, then trust me, it helps people to make decisions faster. Okay, so on the positive side, as a salesperson in a business, how can you implement this? Now, as a salesperson in business, you can educate your customers or your ideal clients using storytelling, because storytelling help them see the picture of what you're saying in their mind. This make them understand your product, understand your service better, and makes them to take decision faster. All right, so that's what storytelling does. So every business owner, every salesperson, and every brand, we all tell story. Every brand tells story. For example, Bonvita. The story Bonvita keep communicating to us is strong teeth. If you're not taking Bonvita, you will not have a white teeth, you will not have a strong teeth, you will not have a strong bone, you will not be able to play football in school. You see that? My nephews, each time they always like, what's that drink again? They always like there's this drink they always like to take. I've forgotten. Happy hour. To them, if you take happy hour, you are intelligent, you're strong, you're smart. That's the story the brand is telling to them. So every business have a story. Every salesperson have a story. Every brand have a story to tell. We all tell stories to express the heaven that you experience through a service or a product. So we show you how your life can be better. We show people how their life can be better, how to have a better future through a particular product or service we are selling or recommending to them. Okay, so we also achieve this. You can also achieve this by visual storytelling, by visual. That's what happens when you watch a movie. They are telling a story visually, or by spoken words, or written words, or images. And that's why they say facts tell, story does what? Story sells. I just pray you guys understand and captured everything I'm talking about stories, because if you can understand this concept, trust me, you are dangerously enough in the business world. You can sell anything. You can sell out anything. I can remember when I was consulting for an IT firm, Cisco Computers. I was a So meaning I travel to different locations to organize and run seminars for people, do entrepreneurship training, business training, then sell them our products. And one of our high selling products was laptops. Okay, so I could remember in every presentation I do, I go with like 20, between 10 to 20, 25 laptops. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I sell off. Like I sell off. In every sales, there are days where after my presentation, I generated sales of like 2 million naira in one day, 3 million naira, because I was able to sell off. All right. And I do that mostly through storytelling. So In essence, what am I trying to say? As an entrepreneur or a business owner or a salesperson, you sometimes focus on problems. You get obsessed on the problem that you forget the importance that you forget the important things that you need to do, which is to tell a story. Most times, the mistake we make is to focus on the problem and try to sell our products immediately. No, rather, you need to focus on the experience that the product will give to them. And you can achieve this by telling a story that shows the guaranteed transformation from level A to level B, from pain to happiness, from low to high. Tell a story that shows the guaranteed transformation that your product or service offers to them. Okay, so always bear in mind that in our business, whatever it is that you're doing to solve people's problem using the value that you bring to the marketplace, bear in mind that your customer or your clients are the heroes of your story. So you are not in business for yourself to please yourself. You are in business for people, to help solve people's problem. Nelson Mandela said, I have a dream, but the dream he had wasn't about him. It was about people, about helping people, solving a problem. And every successful businessman out there in today's world, they became successful because of what? Their focus was on helping people, was on solving problem. And your ability to understand this and communicate the transformation that your service or your product offer through storytelling, driving them emotionally to make a decision. That's the secret of what? Sales and marketing. So all you need to do as a salesperson is to take their mind away from the problem that they have so that they can focus on other things. So it's your responsibility to help your clients become heroes in your story. All right. So storytelling is about someone helping somebody. That's basically what storytelling and story selling is. It's about someone helping somebody. Okay. So as an entrepreneur, you find a problem and you solve it. You find something, you find something you do better than others, and you become a professional at that thing because you are the heroes of each other's story. We all are the heroes, customers, business owners, entrepreneurs, salesperson, consumers. We all are heroes of each other's story. When I create a product and it works well for my customer become the hero, and my customer will be able to testify to people that it was because of me they got that transformation. So I am a hero in their story. They are a hero in my story. So in this sense, you are a hero in the story of your customers, and your customers are your heroes. All right. So when telling a story, your story must answer the question of what is in it for them, because before someone buys something from you, they want to know what's in it for me, what will I benefit from what you are offering. Okay, what will they benefit from what you are offering? Um for example, look at Coca-Cola. When they are doing their branding, they not only talk about how they should cook, quench your thirst when you are tired, how it gives you energy. They also went further to give you something special and extra by tagging. If you're a business person, they start doing label with their Coca-Cola banner. They start putting your name on their Coca-Cola bottles. That's one of the things they do because you are the hero in their story. All right. Look at Bonvita. They started giving scholarship to children. They started giving free beverages to children. Why? Children are the heroes of their story. So you need to know that story is very important in business. All right. So when we talk about story, STORY as an acronym, S stands for setting or a situation. C stands for who are the main people involved in the story, who are the talking characters. O stands for what is the obstacle or problem that is being faced. Your understanding of this acronym can put you in a position where you can tell any kind of story. S stands for what's the situation, what's the setting. C stands for who are the main characters, who are the talking characters. O stands for problem or obstacle that is being faced. Okay, R stands for resolution. What are the resolution? What's the result? How did the story end? Was it a happy story or a sad story? Then Y is what? Why is the story? Why is it relevant to them? What's the message you're trying to convey? You're trying to pass. You need your customers or your clients to relate with the story that you're telling. If your customers and your clients don't relate to the story you're telling, trust me, you will not be able to sell your product to them. Why I'm telling you this is because your understanding of this concept will make you succeed in your business online and offline, especially online. You'll be able to sell your products, be it physical products or digital products. Okay, so if your story is not relatable, if your story is not relevant, there will be no story at all. So always ensure that you have a story. All right, you have a story that is relevant and relatable. Okay, so the last thing we'll be discussing about today before I end today's section is the fourth pillar, which is the last pillar of the marketing system pillar, is offer. Okay, the first marketing system pillar is list. We'll talk about list. The second one is hook, how to captivate people's attention. The third one is storytelling. I've done justice to that. And the last one is offer. So what's an offer? Offer is more like a secret ingredient, is the core secret on how to make money on demand. Let me tell you guys, offer is the secret ingredient on how you can keep making money on demand. So when you're selling a product to people, don't focus on the products you're selling, rather focus on the offer. The offer is that extra benefit that your customers will benefit from you, that is worth so much, worth so high, but you're giving it to them for free and as a free gift. And remember, everybody loves free things. Okay, so what's an offer? An offer is the extra relevant or essential important benefits or things, if it's a physical product, that you can give to your customers that worth much more than what your original product costs, and they can't afford not to, how do I put it, they can't afford not to have your offer because they cannot do without it, and they see it as if they are robbing you, like they can assess it as a steal for a kill. They are robbing you of it, but in the process, they are buying your product. I don't know if I'm making sense. Am I making sense? Please, am I making sense? You guys tell me, are you understanding? Because I feel, or have I lost anyone in the process? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Dr. Anthony, you came late too. What happened? Why are you on YouTube? Why are you not on StreamYard? Okay, Daniel, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Who else is on YouTube? If you're on YouTube, please state your name. I can see Dr. Anthony. I can see Daniel. I don't know who. I know you guys are more on YouTube. All right. So let me know who and who is on YouTube. Okay, so that's what an offer is. An offer is that extra benefit that is relevant. It could be physical, it could be digital products that are worth so much. The value is so high, and they are getting it for free as long as they buy the product. So when you are pitching your business, you focus more on the offer other than the product. All right, so that's what offer is. That's what an offer is. So what's the time? We've done 1 hour already. So I don't know if I'm permitted to continue so that the video will not be that long. I don't want this video to be long. Okay, so I think let's hold on. Let's stop here for today so that I can take our questions. I don't want this video to be long. I can take our question. Then by next Thursday, we'll finalize with offer. And once we finalize with offer, we'll move to our next topic. And our next topic is on communication. Okay, next Friday I'll finalize on offer. Let me see. We may have our guest speaker next week, Thursday. I'll finalize on offer, then have our, if it's possible, if our guest speaker is chance, we'll have our guest speaker speak to us next week. If the guest speaker is not chance, we'll move it to the upper week. But next week, Thursday, I'm finalizing everything about marketing. Then I will now give us assignments, all of us individually, based on the businesses we are doing and the products we are selling. Because I already know those of us that joined us newly, please do well to communicate to me privately what you do. Okay, if you have a business already running, or if you don't have a business running, then if you don't have a business running, some of you have already set you up with some businesses that you can start doing at the comfort of your phone online, some online business. Some of you I set you up with affiliate marketing and the rest of them. So for those of us that already have business, we already know what we are doing to make money. By next week, in fact, I believe you've already started implementing. All right, you've already started implementing. Only one person, Madam Joanne, submitted her assignment. So today we learned about hook, we learned about storytelling, and I still went ahead to explain more about lists. So I will need us to write 10 powerful hook, 10 powerful attention grabbing headline or hook for different segments or different category of people in our business, different category of ideal customers for your business. And always label the business, because I know some of us have one or two or three businesses. So business A category, these are the group of people I'm focusing on. Create a headline or a hook for them. Business B, I need all of us to do that. Now, if you're here, especially those of us that are joining us new, please reach out to me so that there's an assignment. Though you have to go back from day one and start watching the video and start doing your assignments. So make sure you don't move to the next video without doing the first assignment and submitting to me, because in the process there'll be an assignment as you grow in going through the course. There'll be an assignment where you have to tell me, where I ask the question of what you are doing. Okay, so I need you to reach out to me to let me know the business you're doing already and what you intend to add, or if you're not doing anything at all, what you intend to add, so that I can get you started on that, especially those of us that don't have any business at all or wants to add more business to what we are doing through online business and stuff like that. Please reach out to me. It's very important so that you can start carrying out your income generating activity, especially those of us that joined today. Please reach out to me. Tell me the business you're currently doing. And I'm aware some of you want to add more business. Just reach out to me. Very, very important. All right. But I need you to follow the training step by step. Follow the training step by step. When you get to the video where I ask the question of what everyone is doing, then that is the time I need to start working with you based on what you're already doing. And for those of us that don't have a business, that you want to start a business, we'll now get started with you on the business. All right. So reach out to me. Very important. Okay, for those of us watching this as a replay, make sure you use the link in the description to join our Telegram group and ask your questions there. Or you can also send me a message via WhatsApp. All right, I believe my WhatsApp contact has been given already. Okay, so at this point, any question, those of us on YouTube, any question, those of us on StreamYard, any question, contribution, this is the time. Dr. Anthony, StreamYard is throwing you out. You should be network. Oh. You should be network. Oh. Sorry about that. It's network. The assignment again. Okay, I said write 10 different hooks based on different businesses you're doing, or if it's the same business you're doing, addressing a specific category of your market or of your target audience, a specific segment of your audience. All right, that's the assignment. Who else is on YouTube? You guys are many on YouTube, but the only people I'm seeing their chat is, okay, Habibat, good morning, good evening. I'm seeing their chat is Daniel and Anthony. The rest of you guys don't want to tell me your name so that I'll know who is on YouTube. All right, so that's the assignment. So any question? Hope you learned something today. Any question? Because I intend to make the live section 1 hour, nothing more than 1 hour. Any questions? So in the absence of questions, those of us that came late, do well to watch the replay. Then there are some materials I said I'll be sharing with us. So someone should send me a reminder so that I can share all those materials with us on the Telegram channel. All right. So thank you very much and see us next week, Thursday, 7:30, as we round off our marketing, as we round off the marketing aspect of this 90 days challenge and we move over to the next section. Thank you very much and see each and every one of us in the Telegram group. So let's continue our chat in the Telegram group. Thank you. Dr. Anthony, you have a lot of questions. Ayana, ask now. You are supposed to be dropping your question on the chat so that I can be seeing them and I can be answering. Mr. Peter dropped his question during the course of when I was teaching and I answered them. You are supposed to be dropping your question. Madam Joan, there was something I asked, I told her I was going to do today. I don't know if I can show that. Let me see. Let me see if I can share my screen. There's something I said I was going to teach her today, how to create a Telegram community without being spammed. She's not here. Maybe I'll have to make a video for her when she reminds me. Dr. Anthony, your questions. I think let's continue with your questions. Ask them on the Telegram group so that I can answer them. Okay, so that every other person can benefit from it. Or you ask privately, whichever one. But asking in the Telegram group is always best. Admit. Did I lock the room? I didn't lock the room now. Ah, Madam Scholar, sorry. I did not lock the room. The room is open. So let's continue our conversation. Thank you.